For all of human history, we've just accepted something as a fact of life. Aging. It's this inevitable decline that we all have to go through. But what if it isn't? What if hitting 80 or 90 isn't our body's default setting? Well, there's a Harvard professor who's convinced it's not. And his work, it could literally change everything we thought we knew. And that professor is Dr. David Sinclair. This quote right here is his whole philosophy. After 30 years of research at Harvard, he isn't just trying to slow aging down a little bit. Nope, he is working to reverse it. And he's pretty sure we're right on the edge of making that a reality. So how in the world do we get there? Well, the very first step is a massive shift in how we think. We have to stop looking at aging as some unavoidable destiny and start seeing it for what Dr. Sinclair believes it actually is, a disease, a treatable condition. Now, this is where the approach gets really interesting. Think about it. We spend billions and billions of dollars trying to cure cancer, Alzheimer's, and heart disease one by one. But what if we're just playing whack-a-mole with the symptoms? Sinclair's argument is that aging itself is the root cause of all of them. So if you treat aging, if you fix the underlying problem, the body can heal itself, and those diseases might not even get a foothold in the first place. Okay, so to treat aging, you have to understand what it even is. And it's not what most of us think. It's not like your body is an old car that's just wearing out and getting rusty. It's actually a problem of lost information. The best analogy? It's like a scratched record that just can't play its beautiful music anymore. This right here is the core idea, the information theory of aging. Think of your body as a super advanced computer. Your DNA, that's the hardware, it's pretty solid, it's fine. But the software, this thing called the epigenome, that tells your DNA which genes to turn on and which to turn off, that software gets corrupted over time. Your cells start to forget what they're supposed to be doing. A skin cell forgets it's a skin cell, a nerve cell forgets it's a nerve cell. But, and this is the crucial part, the original, pristine, youthful software is still in there. We just need to figure out how to hit reinstall. And this slide illustrates that perfectly. Your DNA, that's the music. It's the digital file, pristine and almost perfectly preserved your whole life. But the epigenome, that's the reader. It's like the needle on the record player. And that is what gets scratched and damaged as time goes on. It starts losing its ability to read the music correctly, and that's when things start to go wrong. So how do these scratches happen? Well, it's a constant, daily process. A chromosome in one of your cells breaks. Don't worry, that's a totally normal event, happens all the time. Your body's repair proteins rush to the site like a little emergency crew. They fix the break. But here's the catch. After the emergency is over, not all of those proteins go back to exactly where they were supposed to be. Now, imagine that process happening millions of times, every single day, for decades. That slow disorganization is what corrupts the epigenome. It's what makes the cells forget who they are. But listen, this is where it gets really, really exciting. This isn't just a cool theory anymore. What's happening in Sinclair's lab is already proving it. They're getting absolutely stunning results that are seriously turning what we thought was science fiction into actual scientific fact. So what did they do? They basically figured out a way to polish that scratched record. By activating a specific cocktail of 3 genes, they can trigger a total cellular reset. They can tell old cells to, in essence, reinstall their original, youthful software and remember how to be young again. And the results are, well, they're staggering. In the lab, on cells, including really complex nerve cells, this genetic reset made them appear up to 75% younger. Let that sink in. This isn't a small tweak. This is a massive rollback of the biological clock. And look, this wasn't some wild shot in the dark. This science here has been incredibly methodical, building up evidence step by step. It all started with simple yeast, just to prove the core theory was even possible. Then they moved up to mice, where they not only reversed aging, but actually extended their lifespan. After that, in a huge study, they did it in primates, successfully reversing blindness in older monkeys. And now, we're at the most critical step of all. The very first human trials to treat blindness using this exact technology are set to start in 2026. This is happening. Okay, so while these mind-blowing therapies are on the way, the truly empowering part is that you don't have to just sit around and wait. The very same biological pathways they're targeting can be influenced by the choices we make every single day. So let's get actionable. Let's look at how you can start polishing your own epigenetic record right now. First off, what's causing the damage? What's scratching the record faster? Well, the culprits probably won't surprise you. Smoking, drinking too much, UV radiation from the sun, even X-rays and the cosmic rays you get from flying a lot.
Add in a diet heavy with ultra-processed foods and not moving your body enough, and you're basically hitting fast forward on the aging process.
But here's the flip side. This is how you fight back. You can actively help your body polish its own record. The key is this powerful concept called hormesis. The idea is simple. What doesn't kill you literally makes you stronger. Things that put your body into a state of perceived hardship, like you're in danger, they trigger your ancient survival genes. It's like a fire drill for your cells. It tells them to repair damage and get ready for tough times. And what does that look like in real life? It's things like eating less often, so fasting. It's high-intensity exercise that gets you panting. It's eating a diet packed with colorful plants. You see, those stressed plants create molecules that actually turn on our own body's defense systems. It's amazing.
So, all of this brings us to the really big picture. What does our world actually look like when aging becomes a choice? I mean, the implications are just profound. We're talking about a completely new era for humanity.
And please, make no mistake, this isn't some fantasy for the distant future. As Dr. Sinclair himself says, I now believe in my lifetime I'm going to see medicines on the market that reset the age of the body. Just think about that for a second. The lead scientist in this entire field is telling us this is happening, and it's happening soon. The world is about to change in ways we can barely even wrap our heads around.
So what does this all mean for you? It means that looking at how long our parents or grandparents lived is no longer a guide for our own potential lifespan. If you start applying what we know right now, and then take advantage of these technologies as they come out, you could very well be around to see the year 2100, and maybe even beyond.
And that really leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? Because this isn't just about adding more years to your life, it's about adding more life to your years. If rejuvenation becomes a reality, if youth actually becomes a choice, the question shifts from a scientific one to a deeply personal one. What are you going to do with all that extra healthy time?